let's try this one more time and see if this is working. Oh, it is. For some reason, it's just not showing up in my studio. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm on for a bit. Got a little time to kill. Oh, and if anyone's free to hop on, ask questions, so be it. But if not, I'll just enjoy some soda again. Romano's Italian soda. Oh, cool. What's the game plan? What are we chatting about? Thanks for. Oh my god, I did not. I actually didn't expect anyone to hop on. What's going on? I always forget how to pronounce your name. Like con artist, I guess. Con artist. What's up, Kevin? I just had some time to kill, so I was like, let's hop on. If anyone has questions about anything, Super Bowl, the trailers that came out, movies that are coming out, we could just talk about anything. What content people want to see, stuff like that. Um, I was just kind of like feeling a little down, not like down, but confused a little bit. Um, some of the like, I can't explain some views that I get on some of my videos. Like the one that I did a couple of weeks ago for Roadhouse, that trailer reaction. I think it got like 500 views or something, right? And then I put out the Deadpool trailer reaction like 30 minutes after it dropped, and it's only at like 90. It's so weird how YouTube works. Can't I mean, some people figure it out. I can't figure it out. I figured that would be like something everybody was searching for, and everybody is. It was like the most viewed trailer in 24 hours, even past Infinity War and stuff. But it's just, I guess traction's not where I'd like it to be, but um, not complaining because I'm having fun. It's just confusing, I guess. So if you're on and watching, I don't know which of the trailers that came out this weekend were you most interested in. I'm sure most people it's Deadpool, but I did really like that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes trailer. That shit looks good. That's a good. All right. If it makes me feel any better, I've watched no trailer reactions for Deadpool by anyone. You know, I kind of agree with you in some form, seeing as this was a teaser trailer. They didn't really show anything. Um, I mean, there was one thing at the end, maybe, but it's something that we know about. But yeah, when the next trailer comes out, I guarantee we're going to see a lot of cameos in that trailer. And I know people don't want to see it. You like to go in fresh. So I'll probably watch it because the only thing that ruins movies to me are like comedy movies. So if they put too many of the good jokes in a trailer, and then that joke shows up in the movie, like I'm like, why did you show us that joke? You know, because sometimes some jokes are always funny when you hear them, like some really good comedians, but sometimes movie jokes, when you hear it, you know it's coming. So like that ruins it for me. But I don't like spoilers. Like I would not want someone to tell me, "Oh, I know for a fact that this character's in there." Like I don't want to hear that. But if I accidentally read it or someone does tell me it, I'm still gonna be amped when the movie comes out because I won't know like when it happens. Obviously, you're sitting there and you're like, "Oh, I wonder when so and so is going to show up." Say Taylor Swift as Dazzler, that a lot of people have been talking about. You know, you'll just be waiting, like, "Oh, where is she? Where is she?" But then while you're watching the movie, you'll forget here and there, and then the character will show up, and you'll still be surprised, even though you know about it. So, I guess that's my take on that. But also, I'm kind of doing this to test it because I haven't really live streamed in a while. And the last time I did it, I was opening some Pokemon cards, and it was fine. But I don't know. I just wanted to test it out. I don't usually use this microphone, and I'm using it with my Rodecaster. So whatevs. Just got a little time. What are you up to over there, con artist? If you're still there. Oh man, this is really good. I don't know if anyone watching does like craft soda or soda in general. This Romano's Italian creamy strawberry is really good. He's just watching YouTube for now. Might game. Oh, what game are you up? What game are you playing? I'm playing currently. What am I playing currently? I'm still playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. I'm almost done with Ghost of Tsushima for the first time, and I still play all my old Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, Dr. Pepper, I think, is my favorite. I even have a Dr. Pepper shirt. Pretty cool. Um, so, another thing that I kind of didn't really bet anything on, it's something like you guys who watch all my videos that are subbed and comment on everything. Like you've been around, so you know all the giveaways that I do. I always try to give away movies, like the digital codes and stuff like that. Every time I get a movie, I'll give those away. Um, I think I gave away an iTunes gift card once. So I wanted to do something big, like to help a person and to obviously help myself. When it comes to my PlayStation 5 giveaway, I feel like not a lot of people think that I'm really going to give it away. When like con art, as you know, I'm going to give it away because I do tons of giveaways. I really did think that I would get to 6,000 subs really quick because I felt like people would really want, you know, to know who won. But that's even going slower than expected. Um, I think I've gained a little bit of traction on that, but I kind of feel like people think I'm lying, maybe, when I'm definitely not, because I want to get to like 6,000, 10,000, so I have enough eyes on me so I can do more giveaways because I do want to give away. I don't know, like if it's going to be consoles every year, but I thought a PS5 would be really cool, and then like Amazon gift cards, things like that. Con Artist plays Diablo 4. I've always wanted to try that. I pay for PlayStation Premium now. So if Diablo is on there, maybe I get it for free now. Oh, excuse me. Grand Theft Auto 5. I played that and I beat it a while ago and then I think I sold it back. I should buy it again and play online. Sports games, I used to play tons of sports games. I used to only play sports games. I'm 44. So when I was 24, all I played was MVP. And then that was, no, not sold. That wasn't sold. Baseball sold the license to Sony. So then I had to switch from Xbox to PlayStation so I could play the show. And then eventually I just stopped playing um, sports games. Tevin says he's currently addicted to Persona 3 Reloaded. I've never heard of that one actually. What kind of game is that? I'm really into first person shooters, but campaign modes. So I play Far Cry, Borderlands. Like I really love those games. I haven't played a what should I call it, Call of Duty in a while. So what kind of game is that? And I also love games like Assassin's Creed and Phoenix Rising and Ghost of Tsushima, where it's just swords and stuff. Conart said, "I think part of it is that the PS5 became more accessible during the time you giveaway as well." I could no, you're right. They're everywhere now. Um, I I I just feel like yeah, there are a lot of people who can just go out and buy a PS5, but there are people that can't. And I'm not like trying to prey on people. I just thought it would be a cool thing to do. So you're right. Maybe I kind of fucked up and did it a little bit late, but I can't really think of anything right now that I'd be able to. It's like an exclusive that's hard to get that I could get. I know I want to get the PlayStation Portal to try that out, but that's sold out everywhere. But I honestly don't know. Hey, and you have a lot of symbols on your name, and I'm not gonna pronounce it. I don't think. I think it's Martins Bemis says, "Greetings from Latvia. What is going on? If you're on now, actually watching, how did you find me? I'm just curious about the algorithm. Like I know Con Artist follows me, but let me know how you found me if I just showed up. Um, I also just bought a new SSD so I can have more. Yeah, I had my PS5 for about a year and a half, and then I bought an SSD. Like you have to, like you just have to have one. More PS5 games without having to go back and forth. Exactly. There are sometimes I buy digital games like Ghost of Tsushima. Actually, no, I'm lying. I bought Ghost of Tsushima used a couple of years ago, and then actually sold that back. I didn't even really play it, but then PlayStation let me download it. For some reason, there are some games that I know I did not buy digitally that I used to have like the CD for, and for some reason they let me download it like without even having a disc in. So I don't know why. Um, just call me Martin. I will call you Martin. Thank you for hopping on. A PS5 giveaway isn't a mistake. It's still something people should be into. It would be cool. I really can't wait to give it away. Like, I figured out, what's that thing that I use? Oh my God, there's this app. I think everyone uses it. It's free. It is TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy, I think I pay for the basic version, and they actually have an integrated way to choose a winner that was so much easier than the last time I was doing it. That's why I have everybody adding the hashtag to it. Literally, I could just go into TubeBuddy's settings and it'll pop out a winner automatically. But I just really can't wait because I hope I get it to someone. And I don't like to say who needs it as far like I have a PS5. Do I need one? No, but you know what I mean. I hope I could get it to someone who needs it rather than like me personally. I like to support people. So if people are giving away stuff or um, they have less subs than me, like I'll retweet them. I'll even retweet and share people who have way more than me. You know, I know I'm probably never going to win, but like if I won a PS5, I'd probably turn around and like give it away again because I don't need it. I have one. Kind of said Ghost. I played a bit when I had premium. I miss it now that I'm back on Essential. Ghost of Tsushima. I don't understand me. Like I don't understand me. I love Assassin's Creed. Like I love Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima. As much as I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy, that game is better. And the first time I played it, I don't know what happened. I just couldn't get into it and I quit. And then me and the kind assassin, we started playing it again like a month or two ago, and I'm addicted. Like I'm almost done already. Elro, how's it going? Found me through Community Reactions. Best show. Thank you so much. I love Community. That show is every show that I react to, I basically say the same thing. I'm mad at myself that I didn't watch it when they first came out because these shows are good. Community, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Rick and Morty. I did Atlanta after it came out. Like I just never watched a lot of television. And now me and the kind assassin, we're watching Veep. We're not reacting to it. We're just watching it, and Veep is friggin' hilarious. Martin said he's a PC player. And speaking of which, Deep Silver today started a giveaway of Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition to celebrate Dead Island 2 coming to Steam soon. So you know what, Martin? This is a good thing. And whoever's watching me now, I just want you to answer this because I don't know this. I'm asking. I'm going to say it as like an assumption. Do you feel like there are more PC gamers out there or console gamers? Because every time I think of doing a giveaway, I immediately think of PlayStation and Xbox. I never think of um, PC like to do some sort of PC type giveaway. Like it just, and that's on me. Elroye community. Yes. The other thing that I really want, because I mean, everyone wants a lot of subs. I want them because I love doing this, talking to you all. I love answering your questions or your comments. And so I'm like, okay, I do reaction videos. I'm new. Like, where am I going to go? Who wants to watch these? And then, I'll go to some of my favorite channels like New Rockstars or Heroes Reforged or Blind Wave or like Late to the Party. And I'll see like Blind Wave will do community. They'll get like 300,000 views on a video. And I get like 500. And I'm like, I don't even want 300,000 views. Give me like a good 1,000 to 5,000 consistently. If I got 5,000 views on all of my community videos, you know how much fun I would have? I would have these live streams. I'd probably get 50 people on. It would be so much fun. It would be so cool to talk about community with everyone and all my other shows. Heaven, have I tried Superstore? Have I tried Superstore? I've watched it 3 times. That show is probably one of my favorite of like more recent because I think that came out in what, like 2015, maybe around there. Like, if I say like all time, I'm going way back, but Superstore I consider fairly recent. And yeah, I watched it 3 times and now I might be watching it for a fourth with the Kind Assassin. She's never watched it before. Martin says it depends on the region. I guess you're talking about console and stuff. Elro, I think people are moving more towards PC because it gets expensive when new ones come out. Yes, that definitely makes sense. One of my best friends, William, I was just talking to him actually. He's actually on Steam right now trying to pick a new game. And I think it's only every couple of years he'll update like a piece of his computer. Like he never has to do a brand new PC every 5 years. It'll be like, oh, this year I need a new processor, or this year I need more RAM or something. Probably comes out cheaper. And I guess the PC games, and I don't know anything about it, they're built for PCs, so maybe they work more native to it. I think. Con Artist says that's a tough one. I think AAA games have a broader appeal to console. For example, PC players will not get Grand Theft Auto 6 for a while. Okay, here's like a question I have, and it's gonna sound stupid. I hear AAA games all the time. What is a AAA game? I remember when I was first playing, there was like third party games. Is that the same thing? Like a AAA game and a third party game? Elro, have I tried anime? Do you, well, not do you consider, but the question is One Punch Man anime? Because I watched that and I loved One Punch Man. But I feel like if I did react to a anime show, I feel like that might gain some eyes because anime is huge, man. Martin says, oh, talking to Con Artists, I've seen the vids of Dead Island 2. It's impressive that it came out in a decent state. Damn, 8 years? One Punch Man to me is funny because it's kind of like, it's ridiculous. There are some things like, I can't even think of a good example, but I guess in Invincible, Omni Man is sort of like a One Punch Man where, he is pretty much in the TV show version the strongest character and no one can kill him. Like nothing can. But One Punch Man can literally flick you and you're dead. So it's just they do a really good job writing that show to not make it corny because if I remember correctly, and it's been a while, he doesn't really want to like fight people. He doesn't want to kill people. If there's a threat, I think the only thing he really wants to be is like, I think it's called an A tier hero. Cause I know it's like from rookie to like the top of the line. So if something happens, he wants to be on the front line where they call him first. But for some reason on the show, they never want him to be like one of the top heroes. So I think that's like, from what I remember, what really bothers him. You know, he doesn't really care, I guess, that he could kill someone with one punch. Um, kind of, it's like D1 versus D4 if that resonates. Okay, so how about this? When it comes to video games, um, Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive. So is that a AAA game or is that a first party game? Or like, I don't know, isn't God of War is a PlayStation exclusive? Halo is an Xbox exclusive. Martin said that's a good question. The problem is that the direction of AAA is kind of not great, where they're more focused on games as a service. Yeah, everything seems to be you have to pay for everything, like microtransactions and stuff, and it kind of gets annoying. Am I familiar with Stray? I am not familiar with that. Oh, I'm gonna do something right now. I have to create a different email address. And I don't, because I want, I could go back and scroll up. I guess if you want, just type out the names of some shows and I'll Google them when I hop off. But I do want to pick an anime, and this is how I usually pick new shows when the shows that I want to watch are done. I literally do go to Blind Wave and I'll check to see like what they're watching and what's really popular. They watch like freaking 25 shows a month, but they do a lot of anime. But let's see. The most recent great experience I had was the Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh, I think I actually watched the trailer to that. Last week I was just going through games on the console and just like looking for the trailers. Let's see. Days Gone was great. See, the problem with me also is most of the games that I play would be considered like, I don't know, generic maybe. They're popular. Like obviously everyone knows Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Borderlands, like all of those. I don't really go deep into stuff. And a lot of times I don't play a game if I don't like the controls, if that sounds weird, because I'm so used to like for a sword game, Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima, they're basically exactly the same controls. And I feel like they're perfect. And then, you know, you hold down L3 to sprint, just say for a game. And most every game is like that. But then there'll be a game that every button is the same, but sprint will be like triangle. And I hate that. And then I quit. I'm an idiot. I would love some anime. I just saw the live stream. Cool, cool. Tevin said, I'm with you on the controls. It turns me off fast if I feel overwhelmed. I thought like maybe I was the only one, like just some sort of weirdo who is like entitled when it comes to games. And I'm like, I just can't be bothered to learn. But I feel like when you play a game, you feel it in your hands that the controls are perfect. You know, I'm not great at video games. So if I'm playing a game and like I'm actually good at it and I'm using the buttons well, um, I feel like I feel like it's a perfect control sequence. Like the Spider-Man games, there's a lot of button pressing in that for all the special moves. Like, and I'm pretty good at it, and I'm not really that coordinated when it comes to video games. Um, Matthew Zeller, everyone press A to jump. But that's the it's like it's so funny. But I do like how more and more some of the games I'm noticing they let you remap the controllers, and I think that's pretty neat. Connors has the DualSense Edge. Oh, so does the DualSense Edge let you remap like anything, any game that the regular DualSense won't let you do? I mean, that makes sense. Um, if you're paying like that much more for a controller, it should have better features for sure. You know what? I'm gonna go to Blind Wave right now, and I'm gonna say some animes, and then you guys tell me. Let's see. Where is Blind Wave? Oh, okay. Two extra buttons and a Jesus. See, now that might overwhelm me. I might not. I might not know what to do. Let me go to their community because they always post what they're doing for the month. Okay, so this is what Blind Wave is doing, and I'll name what I think are anime. Let's see. Martin says, "As for me, I'm fine with keyboard and mouse. Been using it for the past 20 years." That's one thing that I give PC gamers credit for. There's no way I would be able to play Assassin's Creed or Far Cry with a keyboard and a mouse. I could barely do it with a controller. Okay. Actually, this is what I'll do. I'll name everything they're doing and you tell me. I think I pretty much know which ones are, but all right. So they're doing Ted Lasso, Always Sunny, Pokemon Indigo League, Spy Family, Naruto, Demon Slayer, Community, Bad Batch, What If, Ben 10, Alien Force, Reacher, Monarch. I did that one. The Last Airbender when it comes out. Batman the Animated Series. Jujutsu Kaisen, and then RWBY. So I think right now, and Naruto's got to be anime, right? I've heard of that one. And then I could see like how many people are watching them. And I think I have a healthy relationship with YouTube. Like I don't steal people's like how they do things, but I do use it as a search algorithm because I love these channels. Like I watch them. So it just gives me an idea of what people want to see. And I'm not good at picking a show. So I think I picked Community because everyone told me to watch it. Like I'm scared to pick shows because there's so many. So I'll watch what people like usually. Tevin said, I'm about to try RWBY. What even is that? Um, so Avatar poll Connor's polls. Um, I mean, I try to do polls, but I just don't have enough people to answer. Like, I try to do a lot of stuff. Like, I do polls. I put them up thinking like maybe this one will hit and there'll be a lot of people, but I typically don't get too many. But again, like Blind Wave has 865,000 subs. I do not need 865,000 subs. If I maxed out at whatever point between 50 and 100,000, that would be cool. Matt says Blind Wave is one of the few channels that watch. Oh yeah, Assassination Classroom. I saw that a lot on their channel, and I have been waiting to suggest that you didn't know at the right time. Boomhauer, what's going on? I said doo doo. Assassination Classroom. What is that about? I'm guessing it takes place in a school. I have no idea. Martin said, "Yeah, I get you, and it's good that you're trying to be more transparent, especially since H Bomber Guy's recent plagiarism video." Oh, I saw that on obviously Twitter. I didn't watch the videos, but like the people that I watch, I kind of try to reach out to them. I know they have millions of followers and they might not see what I write. But when it comes to like Blind Wave, New Rock Stars, Heroes Reforged, Late to the Party, like all of these that I've been watching since I've had YouTube and been into comic book movies and stuff, like Adam Hlavik from Heroes Reforged is the guy who taught me how to make a thumbnail. And that's so cool. Like I literally just asked him, "How do you find the pictures?" He told me how to find the pictures. I said, how do you match the font to the font?" He's like, "Dude, just Google search community font. You'll find it." Like he told me how to do it. And I would never turn around and say, I figured it out myself. Like, why would I say that? Late to the party, like they subbed to me on YouTube, and that was the coolest thing ever. I don't even know how they found me. I think it might have been What We Do in the Shadows because they're like a couple who reacts, and I do What We Do in the Shadows with my girlfriend, and they were really into that. So it was really nice of them to follow me. So that was cool. Con artists, you can't put the brakes on community you've built, though. You've had to expand in order to handle the workload, I guess. You can't put the brakes. Um, what do you mean by you can't put the brakes on a community you built? Like you're saying just not do what I'm already doing? Because I'm not going to stop. Like community, I have 4 or 5. I have 3 more seasons of community, so that's going to last me another year at least. Brooklyn Nine Nine, I have 5 more seasons. That's going to last me a couple of years. Rick and Morty, I know there's only like 11 episode seasons, but I have 5 more, so that's 50 episodes. Like that's another year. So what I'm doing right now, I'm not going to quit. And for all the people who have been subbed to me like for a while, like you're the ones that I'm going to say, what should I watch? Because I want to keep you. Like I do want new subs, but I want to keep the subs that I have. Like that's my main goal. Boom, how? Oh, I want you to explore subscribe wise. You deserve it, but I'll enjoy the smaller community here until it's gone. Thank you, Boomhauer. Yeah, the good thing about me being really small is I'm doing a live stream. There's 6 people on. I could talk to all 6 of you and not like miss something or ignore something. I would never try to intentionally ignore anybody. But everyone who hops on my live streams, pretty much it's the same people every time. And I love that. It's so cool. Let's see. Martin says, here's a question. Have you seen any of Chris Stuckman's movie reviews? I have not. Conrad said, what I mean is that if you reach a number you've said a lot, you wouldn't put the brakes on the community, would you? You'd be great. Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you for explaining that because now that you say it, it makes sense. No. So, I mean, currently I'm not working, but I usually have a full time job and I'm looking for a full time job. Hopefully, I find one soon. But yeah, if I were to wake up in 6 months and I had 100,000 subscribers, if I was then like, if that translated to a few more Patreon subs, because I don't know if a lot of people know, I do have a Patreon. I think I have 40 subscribers there, but 35 are free. So I have like here, I have like 5 people that I talk to all the time on Patreon. So if I got like up to 100,000 subs here and I got a pretty good amount of Patreon subs, if I was making enough money to like pay my bills and save, like I'm not saying, oh, I have to make $1 million a year to do it. No, I like I have a number in mind of like a full-time job in my head, what I need, what I expect when I get a job. If I can make that just like a living wage basically with videos, I would quit, do this full time, and try to expand, of course. That's kind of like another reason why I try to mingle and talk to some of the channels that influence me because if I do get bigger, like right now, I don't have any friends who are into TV and movies like I am, where I could just be like, hey, yo, you saw Infinity War. You want to hop on the show and talk about it? I really don't have anybody. The Kind Assassin, my girlfriend, she loved What We Do in the Shadows. So yeah, um, once that comes back on, she'll be doing reactions with me. She did Ahsoka by herself. She didn't do reaction. She did reviews after she watched it. So we watched Star Wars stuff together. But I just don't have a friend. So if say I blew up a little bit and maybe I said, hey, late to the party, I just saw this movie. Like, would you mind having me on to talk about it? Like, that would be dope. Let's see. Also, Martin, I don't know who Chris Stuckman is. So should I look for them on YouTube? Like I've built out these live stream templates because I've researched how to like remotely pull somebody into OBS so I could do it with like as many people as I need, but I don't have anyone to do it with, but I do have the templates ready. So it's like, oh, if someone actually wants to do it, I could do it. I do also have a tech channel that I don't do anything with anymore because this one's growing faster. But one of my good friends, who is a good friend now, I actually met him on YouTube. He taught me, his videos taught me how to use this camera that I have. And I used to like bug him all the time and ask him questions. And then I found him on Twitter and then I found him on Instagram. And then he was just like, dude, here's my number. So we're good friends now, but I actually found him on YouTube through his camera tutorials. Oh man. I was thinking of creating a Patreon tier that's basically like, I don't know. I'm just going to pick a stupid number like $5,000 a month. And I was going to title it like FU money. Like if you're a billionaire or a multimillionaire and you have nothing better to do with your money and you want to help me make videos, just give me $5,000. Like you don't get anything, but you help me. Imagine that. That would be absolutely nuts. So let me look through their most popular videos. Martin said he's one of those long time movie reviewers. Personally enjoys Haracity reviews stories when he's reviewed bad movies. Shit. That's crazy that I never heard of him. And I don't, obviously, I have not heard of everyone, but before I created my own channel, I tried to watch everything. Like I would pick, like if there was a reaction or a review I wanted for a movie, I would go to the channels that I sub to, but then I would just go like search it and just go down random people and watch like all the videos. And I've never came across him before. Chris Stuckman. Let's see. Let's see. Chris Stuckman, 2 million subs. If only. The Incredible Hulk. I like his thumbnails. Some people are really freaking good with thumbnails, man. I'll check him out. So let's see. Blind Wave popular. So we talked about One Punch Man before. This is funny. The most popular, well, there's two tied, but their most popular video is One Punch Man Season 1, Episode 1. That's pretty funny. Boom, got a bolt. Hope you're still on when I get home. Oh, get home safe, man. Matthew, you should definitely have an FU money tier. It's so frustrating watching people be able to blow thousands on mobile game. At least give them a good place to put it. I mean, I always, not always, I often dream about what I would do if I had like, not like a billionaire, but even if you have $500 million, like you have enough money that you can never spend it all. And I always say to myself, what would I do with it? Right? Number one, I know money changes a lot of people. So, number one, I would say I would really hope that I would be the person I am today and use a lot of it to help people. Like, I know people say that and then they get it and then they don't do it, but I would really like to do that first and foremost. So, what I'm going to say now are the non serious things I would want to do my money, or however you want to take it. I would be one of those people. I would go around like YouTube, watch videos, and just find people like me that, need donations. And I'd probably donate a couple hundred here, a couple of thousand here to help some of them out. I think that would be cool to do with a lot of money. Another thing I would do to kind of be petty and funny is I would just go on like Twitter and I would find someone who was like, well, let me just go back a second. When it comes to like movies and TV shows, I understand that I'm not going to like every TV show or movie that I watch. You're not going to like them all. You're going to love some, you're going to hate some, right? So if you watch a movie that you did not like and you come out of it and you're like, damn, that movie wasn't very good. I didn't like it that much. I would be like, oh, that sucks. Like, why didn't you like it? And you would say, I don't know, the characters were kind of boring to me. And, I didn't really care for the writing. Like, that is totally fine. But then there are people who will be like, this movie sucks. The cinematography was awful. I could do better with an iPhone. Who directed this? I could write this movie. Like, I would find those people. I would say, bet, I'll give you whatever. I'll give you $30,000. You have to make a movie, full movie on $30,000, and we all get to judge it. Like, I would just be petty. Elro become a supervillain immediately. Con artists, how old is their most popular video? The longevity of a video is certainly a contributing factor. Yeah, I mean, it's 6 years old. So, yeah, most of their most popular ones are, they actually have one on here that they posted last year. And it's I don't know if it's RRR or Triple R, but that movie reaction is their fifth. So that's really recent. Their Dragon Ball Z abridged movie is 7 years old. And then Mandalorian from 3 years ago. Excuse me. Oh my God. Yeah, movie making is not as easy as people love to say. It's crazy. Like, I would never say, like, how do you watch a movie and you're like, that I could do better? Like, most of these people can't even tweet in full sentences and I think they can write scripts. It's like crazy to me. Matthew said, I kind of feel like that about Avatar. It's a good movie, but I find it boring and not worth $500 billion. Is Avatar? Oh, sorry. I thought you said Avatar, The Last Airbender, not The Last Airbender. So I feel that way about Avatar too. Also, Avatar also. I've watched them both and I'm like, these are friggin' beautiful movies. But to me, when it comes to like the plot and stuff, like I enjoyed the movies, but is it something like crazy? No. And movies don't need to be ridiculously, amazingly perfect and good, You just need to enjoy them. But yeah, I'm with you on that. It's it's a phenomenon that they make so much money. But again, it's sort of like, I guess, an Avengers movie where the very first Avatar, I feel like, was a ridiculous advance in 3D and visual effects technology, where people just wanted to see that, you know, and it was crazy. It was like really, really good to look at, and most people say like it's a normal, fine story, and it's just really good to look at. So then when you have to wait, I don't know, 8 years was it, or I don't know, 10 years? Of course, the second one's going to make money because it's like, what are they going to improve upon? But when I watched it, did they really? I mean, probably lighting and stuff like that and textures, but I don't have an eye for stuff like that, so I can't tell the difference. Um, Elro, I couldn't watch the second; took way too long to come out. Here's something you're gonna unfollow me. You will unsub from my channel because of this, and I don't want you to. I'm just making a joke. So, Avatar 2 and what's the other one? Dune, the first one. I watched them on airplanes. I still haven't seen Dune on a screen bigger than 4 inches. I have to watch it. I have the 4K. So I have to watch Dune on my TV before, and I think they might be putting it back in theaters. I have to. I'm a loser. Martin said, I saw the Avatar in the cinema. It was amazing from technical standpoint, but from narrative, it was so-so. Do I like scary movies? I I don't I get scared, put it that way. So horror movies like a slasher, I don't think I'd be able to get through it, which might make a really good reaction video because I would be like closing my eyes. But the funny thing is, I really enjoyed the original Scream movies, right? That's weird. Connor's facts. Too many people try to judge outside of their forte, specifically when it comes to writing, as if they could write better. The visual effects appeal is different from that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Everything you said makes total sense. I just feel like I can never sit there and say, like when it comes to DC and Marvel, I like both, but obviously know there are people who like one and just hate the other. But there are things that differ with me. Like most people, I feel like maybe didn't enjoy Man of Steel, right? And to me, I really liked Man of Steel. And I don't have like a comic book background to base it off of. I know how Superman is supposed to act and stuff, but I enjoyed it more, I guess, and a lot of people didn't because it was, a darker take. I know Zack Snyder's universe was supposed to be a lot darker, but I enjoyed it. I don't know how I got to Man of Steel. So you'd get the best reaction videos. Yeah, it would be, oh my God. Like what horror movie would I watch? What's something now that's like really good in the horror genre? I know there's a lot of them, but I'm not talking about like Blood and Honey or something like that. Or I don't know, was Thanksgiving scary? Martin said, oh well, Connor said I don't like horror either. Yeah, I can't get through it. Martin, I myself am on polar of that. I personally enjoy horror movies. I'm just like I can't even watch. Okay, if you watch what should we call it? Freaking Rick and Morty. They do a lot of killing in that and they show a lot of guts and it's a cartoon and some of those things I can't watch. Like I just watched the Pickle Rick episode and the post credits for that is when Rick and Morty are tied to the piano and then you see three other people lined up and their faces are getting bashed in by the piano keys like in the back. Like that was nasty. I couldn't even look at that. Elro, DC animated movies way better though. I actually have in my queue, like I have the movie and I have a folder, and this is another cliche one, The Killing Joke. I've been wanting to watch it, and it's only like an hour and 15 minutes. I was actually going to watch it tonight, but I decided to do a live stream. Elro, I'm a Scream guy. I wish I would. So tell me, what's a really good horror movie? I write lyrics, so I know when I tell stories, it's difficult, respectively, different from writing scripts. I just know that when I do that, people feel amazed because they know it's not easy. Fun fact, I wouldn't say, well, I'm not a writer. I don't do this professionally, but 20 years ago, me and my best friends wrote lyrics because it was fun. It passed time in college and stuff. So I used to write, and a few of my friends would rap, and I would write for them. 2 weeks ago, I found a folder on my computer that has almost every digital song that I've wrote like 20 years ago. And I'm going to send it to my friends. I'm like, just take these. I don't really care what you do with them, but you could probably turn them into songs and like just put something out. I would love to hear it. Elro says Scream, LOL. 6 movies, 2 or newer. Yeah, I wanted to watch the 2 new ones and again, I just never did. I saw the first I saw the first 2. So yeah, there are tons. I gotta do some horror. Because when I think of reactions, like a normal movie, say like I don't know, like just a Martin Scorsese movie. They're good movies, but what am I gonna react to? You know, comedies you laugh and people like to laugh, so that's a cool reaction. Horror movies, I'd scream, I'd close my eyes, I'd jump scare, like that's a cool reaction. Action movies, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, whoa!" Like those are good reactions. So I think maybe I'll do a horror. It's kind of funny that I used to have a person on my Patreon who had the highest tier, and they could tell me to watch any movie they wanted once a month, and they picked one that was a really really intelligent horror movie to me. And I don't remember the name, but I bet you can. It's called Somebody Builds a Box. I think it's about a guy who builds this like little box in his living room, a little box house, and it's like 3 boxes put together. But when you go inside the box, it's like a world in there. That was a really well done horror movie. Um, Connor says, I'm not a pro either. I did write a very concise song about a phone call through the suicide hotline in which the caller and the phone line assistant went back and forth talking. That's a really interesting concept. The caller admitted the phone line worker had some good points, but it was too bad they never made the call. Oh, shit. That is very twisty. All right, I'm going to Google the name right here. Movie Someone Builds a Box. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It's called Dave Made a Maze, but it is in a box. From the outside in the living room, it's like just a few cardboard boxes and stuff. Inside it, he built a little maze and he can't get out, but there's like killers in the maze. That's what it is. It could be just called the box. It would be cool if it was the box, Martin, but it is Dave Made a Maze. So that's the one. That was really good. And I deleted the file, so I can't even re-edit it for YouTube, but it was really good. So if you like horror, this is actually horror without blood. And without spoiling it, basically it's paper mache. So there's really creative ways where they show guts and blood without showing blood and guts. Like it's really really cool. Matthew said, I'm not really a horror movie fan in general either because I get bored of underdeveloped plots, but that's box one. Sounds awesome. It is really good. And I'll type it out. Whoops. Send. Okay. Yeah. Dave Made a Maze. Okay. And oh, going back to we were talking. Wait, let me just read this first. I remember I watched so many clips of that, but never saw it. Yeah, it was good. The other thing I should have mentioned before when we were talking about like subscribers and stuff is um, when it comes to like the big channels that have millions of subs, and I like to preface this by saying I will admit that I'm jealous of channels, but I think it's a good jealousy because I don't wish them harm. Like I never want them to fail. I just want to be where they are. I guess maybe that's envy, not jealousy. So like I'm like, damn man, I wish I could do that. Damn, I wish like I was that big. But getting to the point is I watch like new rock stars live streams, and it's kind of fun. Like it's nice that people donate money on the live streams. Like when I grow. That would be cool if people, and I'm not saying this, I don't want you to send me money right now. This is just a story. Like eventually people donate, fine, that's cool. But when people donate, they like donating to millionaire, like new rock stars. Do they need $5 from me? Like I would find someone that needs $5 from me. I don't know. It's kind of, it's more of like jokey, I guess, but there's nothing wrong with striving to grow to that of your peers. Yeah. And I respect, I wouldn't be doing this without them because it looks so fun. Basically, when I watch it, I'm like, damn, man, like new rock stars when they do their live streams, it's like four friends and they're having fun. Heroes Reforged, same thing. Again, it just looks neat. Martin said, anyways, it's super late at my place. It was nice to talk. Thank you so much for hopping on, Martin. And hopefully I see you on my next one. I definitely want to try to do one a week or so. And I actually have to hop off soon too. But I really appreciate it. Connor says they donate for super chat so that they're, oh, that makes sense then. See, I'm learning something every day. So they have a question and they it's guaranteed that new rock stars will read the question on air as long as it's a super chat. All right, that makes sense. So I was wrong and now my story's not funny. But yeah, that makes sense. It's cool though. Oh man. So I want to read this synopsis real quick of Dave Made a Maze. It's just a couple of sentences. It says, an accomplished and frustrated artist builds a cardboard box fort in his living room and winds up trapped with a gang of oddball explorers in a fantasy world of his own creation, threatened by booby traps and a bloodthirsty minotaur. So, yeah, I think you'll all enjoy that. But shoot. So, I guess my last question, because I do have to hop off and do some things around the house. I'm really surprised and grateful that all you guys hopped on to chat. Like, I was hoping, but I didn't really think because I didn't even tell anyone I was doing this. So, um, yeah, maybe I'll try to do once a week or whenever I have time, and I'll try to do it a little bit earlier next time to be a little bit more conscious. Matthew, don't no, you don't have to donate. I was just telling a story that I thought was funny, and turns out there was a good reason for the donation. So don't even worry about it. I'm not even there yet. Like, it's totally fine. I was hesitant to tell the story because I didn't want you guys thinking I was kind of like roundabout asking for it. So don't even worry. If you're watching my videos, you're helping enough. But damn, now I forgot the question I was gonna ask. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Oh, con artist, you are something else. Thank you so much. Because when I have thousands of people commenting, you need to stand out. Personally, I'm not going to act like my comments are that important. All of you are very important to my channel. Like, I have cool a couple of thousand, but I remember you all from when I was first starting. Like, that's why I love the shows that I picked because I know every Monday when I post community, I know who's going to comment on it. Like, I anticipate it. Sometimes I'm like, I didn't hear from so and so on this video. I hope they're all right. Or, because it's a cool community. Um, Connors, I'm just showing you how this works. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Um, and again, Matthew, thank you. Um, I started this, I think, around 7. Matthew, I just got called out. Oh man. So maybe next time I'll try to start at like 6, and hopefully next time I'll have better topics. But I just like to like chit chat. I know we kind of just went off the hip. We really didn't even talk about any specific movies or anything. I kind of almost like soft vented this hour. So next time, you know, I'll have some movies to talk about or trailers that came out. And I'm going to try to consciously see more movies. But again, if you're still on, please just somehow message me good shows like anime. I'll scroll back up, but I don't care where it is. If it's on any of my posts, any of my videos, I really don't care. Just find one and be like, "Hey, Steve, these are the animes that I think are good. Pick one," and I'll pick one. So I do have to go. So I want to thank everyone for hopping on and watching. If you have friends who enjoy the channel, share it. I would love that. I would feel better asking for that than asking for money because I feel like we all have fun. And if you have friends who like the same thing, we'll all enjoy it together. So thanks, guys. I'll see you. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. So tomorrow is Rick and Morty. Yeah. So I'll see you on that. And thank you again. Later, guys.